how you can calm your mind in anxious times. Right now, we can certainly say that there's a bit of anxiety going around in the world, right? First point you must do is you must take a break from the news. Social media, friends, obviously that's a little bit easier, right? Friends. See, now we're not just talking about, okay, right now there's a virus and everybody's talking about the virus. This thing here, it's the same, you know, when you're doing your everyday life, right? What is the people you have around? What is the news you're watching? What is the TV you're watching, right? These are all sort of a player for how your mind is on a day-to-day basis, right? It's not just about now, but especially right now, for you to sort of get back into yourself. Cut off the news. You only need to hear the most important thing, and you will get to know that. You will hear that from someone, right? Are they opening up? Are they closing down? What is the restrictions, right? You will know that. Turn off the news and it will be a habit that will serve you forever. Of course, it's horrible when something is happening, right? And I send all my prayers, all my blessing to the people. It's not because I don't care about it, but what I mean is that it doesn't affect you directly. You don't have to put your mind, you don't have to put your energy into actually figuring out all the things there's around in the world, right? Because that takes your energy and it makes you more anxious. Be careful about the friends you're having around. What is the conversation with the people you hang around with, right? You can quickly figure out, again, this is not just about coronavirus, this is about every single situation you are in. Are they supplying, are they a big effort of you being more worried, of you thinking about the past, of you being self-conscious, of you doubting yourself, right? A lot of the times we just take information in for everything, our friends, social media, news and everything, and think everything is true. Or we might think it's not true, but we're just consuming it so much that we will be affected of it. And actually my second point was my circle of influence. Who is the people you have around you right now? Who are you taking information in from, right? Is it worry? Is it anxiety? Is it doubt? Or are you tuning into something like this saying, okay, fuck, there's something going on right now. Prepare, clean up in the kitchen, shut the fire off in the kitchen, and then move on, right? Get your family out and move on, right? Accept, move on. Don't consume. Don't be anxious. Don't be like, oh, fucking hell, I'm dwelling. What is happening, right? I will cover that in a couple of points down here now, but accept the situation as it is. Whatever it is, a coronavirus, a car crash, a breakup, you got laid off from work, accept as quick as possible, right? As soon as you can accept a situation, a loss, a win, or something, right? You can move on. Right? You can move on. I know it's hard. I know it's hard to, accept that you just lost your job. But again, it's out of your control. Every single time there's something happen, accept and move on. Number 3, production. When we are in uncertain times right now, right? More and more people got laid off. The cure for you to feel good about yourself, for you to be optimistic about the future, production. Doesn't really matter almost what you do, right? Just that you do something that moves you forward. Do something that will move you forward. Do something that makes you stretch yourself today. Do something that makes you uncomfortable today. Do something you don't want to do. The best indicator for you doing the right thing is that you're doing something you don't want to do. I read in a book once that said the difference between successful people and unsuccessful people is that successful people develop the habits of doing the things unsuccessful won't do. So what is unsuccessful people doing all the time, right? What are they doing? Let's list it up. What are some actions? What are they doing? People that feel sorry for themselves. People that are victims. All those sort of terms. What is those people doing? What's the activity they're doing? Netflix. Spending money on dumb things. Drink alcohol. Junk food. Stay up late. Sleep in late. These things there is not going to give you any positive towards the future. I'm not saying that you can't watch Netflix as wind down, watch a movie that will teach you something. I do that, right? But what I'm saying to you, you must pick a time and place. But this activity here is not going to move you forward, right? When you're in anxious times and you need to go from where you are right now to where you want to be, right? You need to put yourself into a new situation. You can't sit and watch Netflix, right? It's gonna bomb your back. That's not gonna give you anything in return. Quickest cure for your happiness, quickest cure for your well-being is to do things that makes you better. Just make a list, like we just did there. Make a list of things that makes you better every single day. Things you know that will make you better. Number 4, night journal. Night journal will pour everything you have out, right? Every single night I'm writing my journal. What was 3 things I did well today towards my goals? Number 1, I got a new high-ticket client, a new coaching client. They're gonna work with me one-on-one. Super pumped. I'm gonna deliver so much value. I'm gonna change his life. That was one good thing I did yesterday. Got a new client from a high-ticket coaching. 2, crafting my speech. And the more and more I work on my speech, the more and more it gets real for me. I can really wrap my head around the structure of a speech. This is what's going to change my life, my business, in the way I promote and the way I attract people I want to work with. Number 3, that's a good one actually. Yeah, what I'm basically saying, I'm saying that I should not know the next step of where I am in my life right now. I basically say that this is good, that I'm hitting the wall of like, okay, what's the next step? I don't know what the next step is, you know, how do we push it? How do we take it to the next level? I basically say here, it's good that I don't know, because that means that I'm pushing to the edge. So if you're taking notes, that's a good point. Like you're feeling a little bit struggled, or you're feeling a little bit unsatisfied with the position you're in right now. You're like, fuck, how do I go to the next step? Embrace that sort of struggle, embrace that sort of uncertainty, and like, okay, fuck, I'm not there. Like, what can I do to get to the next step? Because that makes you think, that makes you sort of like scratch the edges and push through. That was 3 things I wrote down yesterday, right? So can you hear some of the things I'm writing down there? Can you hear what it does to my brain? I'm just thinking about opportunities. I'm thinking about direction. I have all my focus in that way, right? Instead of the past. I can't do anything with the past, right? I can't do anything what's happening over there, right? I can only focus on how I am reacting to that thing there, how I'm dealing with the thing, and then how as quick as possible make a solution for myself and for the people I have around me. So this is all what we're going to talk about today, all about what we're going to talk about tomorrow. I look forward to speak to you, and remember, legend, raise your baseline. Talk to you tomorrow.